Hello there, my very good friends. On this wrestling news video, we've got the real reason for WWE's recent releases.
Triple H criticised for his political priorities.
AJ Styles has no idea about a lot of things, including the crown jewel introduction.
And Dominik Mysterio has a new tattoo that sure is a choice. I'm Adam Wilborn.
I'm only joking, AJ Styles. It's all good.
I love this gear. This
Flat Earth
is the after news.
All right, let's kick this one off by talking about something that's no laughing matter whatsoever. We're just jesting over here on a Monday morning. We're rolling all over the floor, but a bunch of people lost their jobs at the weekend, and that sucks. So WWE, they released a bunch of people over the weekend. Developmental, NXT, Performance Center, LFG, Evolve, that kind of realm of the universe, of the Fediverse, if you will. The biggest name on the list was Wesley, who's been a fixture on NXT programming for like 4 years at this stage.
He was great. I don't know what they've done with him.
But some other people as well. Jin Tala was one that got like a bunch of talk online because a lot of people saw a lot of potential in her. BJ Ray, who's the loud one from LFG. But yeah, they let go of a bunch of people. Phil and Gareth talked about it over the weekend. But there's some more information here. Basically, Brian Alvarez of The Observer posted that these were not budget related. They're not related to budget cuts. WWE have over 130 people in developmental, apparently, and they hire more regularly. But they were because if WWE, and these are Alvarez's words, if they feel you're not progressing fast enough or they feel you don't have what it takes for the main roster, you're out to make room for someone new. Wow. And there might be more cuts coming next week. So before we dive into this, 76% off, man.
What a deal.
NordVPN, what a deal. Sign up below, 3 months for free. You protect yourself online. You could be in Armenia or Andorra or other companies.
Belarus?
Argentina, maybe not Belarus. You can't even play football there at the moment, mate. They have to do empty arenas elsewhere. Crazy. But you could be anywhere in the world, baby, online, protecting yourself, saving your data from evil men who are like,
that's what they do.
They suck it dry like vampires. But yes, these releases, right? So it was, this is not new. This whole idea of developmental talent being appraised and judged and like, it's not new. It's been reported for years.
Yeah.
Specifically, it's been reported by Dave Meltzer in The Observer that it's like a 6-month window. They look at everybody every 6 months and go, you're not progressing, off you go. Or you're not going to make it on the main roster, off you go. So that's why certain names are let go intermittently, and there probably will be more because they're always cycling people in, they're always cycling people out. It's cold-blooded. It's cold-blooded, baby. But this is how the developmental system works. I think that, look, the obvious name to talk about first is Wesley.
Yeah, I can't really speculate on the others, like you say, because I've seen glimpses of them in like LFG stuff that's been shared online. I don't watch LFG, obviously, but from the bits that I've seen, they seemed promising. But obviously, WWE assessed them and said, like, no, you've kind of got to the end of what we think you can do. Wesley, though, is a wild one because I thought Wesley was going to be on the main roster about 3 years ago, to be honest. He's such a talented individual. He obviously had a terrible time with injuries and just glad that he's back wrestling. But the whole thing of like, I don't know if this is going to work on the main roster. You turned him heel! He was a great babyface, and they were like, right, I know they've done that with a lot of people, and it has worked out, in the long run with like Bron Breakker and Roxanne Perez. Like, we'll give you the whole gamut of characters that you could possibly play on the main roster, try that out for you. But like some people, Wesley is an example, you just think, right, don't mess about. He's class. He's another brilliant high flyer, that they've got a million of in across WWE basically. Stick him on the main roster, and they're like, no, we're going to keep him down in NXT post-injury, which is fair enough to a certain extent in terms of like getting back into in-ring. But then they just completely box themselves in by saying, what if you were an arsehole with two heavies?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Not the best creative direction for him, for sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up in AEW or TNA, to be honest.
TNA seems like a good landing spot because he could just, reform Scarlett and Graves, baby.
Yeah.
Zachary Wentz. Obviously, they were together briefly in WWE, but what was Zachary Wentz's name again in WWE?
Yeah, that's good.
Carter Nash?
That sounds familiar.
Regardless, his sacking was... We've all seen the photograph. That coming... Yeah, that's why he was let go. So it was kind of cursed quite early there for Wesley. who was Desmond Xavier previously. But I imagine he'd just go into TNA and slot into whatever's going on there with the Rascals. Although, I mean, a worker of that caliber becomes available, anyone would be wise to have a look at him. And look, I'm sure there are, amongst this group of people who've been let go, there's some really inexperienced wrestlers in this group. A lot of them you will never hear from in wrestling again. A lot of them will just taper off and not bother. But others will bet on themselves and go hard. And that's the stuff I look forward to seeing. Like it doesn't have to be the end for a lot of people when they're let go. It's harder. It's not the indies are not the market they were in 2016, right? It's not this incredibly lush thing that it used to be, but there are still opportunities out there and there are still places to go.
And there's great talent to work with on the indies.
There is, and I'm a big fan of wrestlers who say, sod it, I'm going to Japan for a year.
Yeah.
And they just bust their ass.
Oh, that'd be good for Wesley.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Sorry, I keep calling him Wesley. I know that's...
A lot of these
he's Wesley in my head.
Yeah, a lot of these inexperienced wrestlers as well, the younger ones, could just go over there and smash it for a year and work in a dojo for a year and just nail every aspect. That's what I love. I love that hunger.
Yeah, or just head back home and chill out with his brothers, Keith Dragon and Brocco, of course. Right, criticism of Triple H. Best luck to everybody.
Yeah.
This is not to make light of all this. Criticism of Triple H, not for Crown Jewel, which we will be doing... Oh, well, by the time this goes, actually, the Crown Jewel review will hopefully be out. Check it out on the WhatCulture Wrestling podcast channel. But criticism of Triple H regarding his... political priorities, Andy, according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, pointing to his US politics as opposed to within pro wrestling. He's apparently missed some television dates. We've talked a bit about that previously, of course. He's basically trying to become the Dana White of WWE, and people believe that could be an issue for the product, and it's kind of as a priority. You're running WWE, mate. Don't worry about politics stuff. I know this is a murky water to step into because, people can have their own political opinions and what have you. We're not judging that, but it is clearly a strain on WWE that their chief guy is busy doing other stuff that's not directly WWE related.
Yeah, it's a weird one when we see, there was one the other week where an executive order is being signed, and I know Linda's obviously there, Linda McMahon, because she's part of the
Secretary of Education.
Yeah. I think. I like the volume of institutions and Senate and House of Rep, all this stuff confuses us. We're just simple-minded British people. We've just got the House of Lords and that's it.
Mate, I was trying to get my head around the government shutdown the other day, and I was like, "What do you mean?
How does the government shut down?"
Basically, I'll explain to you afterwards. Okay. But basically, no one's getting paid, and the air traffic controllers aren't working, and the national parks are sort of half closed.
Oh.
It's very complicated. It's budget stuff.
Yeah, budget costs.
Sorry, Americans, we don't really understand.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't understand what's going on. So you see the Triple H is there and Stephanie's there, and it's like, I guess he's there because he's just been invited. Because it seems like kind of a pointless thing, right?
Yeah.
I know that they speak out on the health stuff that what's the name of the dinosaur voice guy again?
Jr.
That's him. I forget his name. They're there with him quite a lot. Look, a lot of people will be out there and they say, keep politics out of wrestling and all of this stuff. You know what? I actually kind of agree. If I want to watch pro wrestling, I don't really want anyone's politics personally. No. However, you can't say that when the people who write the shows are sitting there at the White House. So, which way do you want it, really?
You never watch a wrestler and go, I wonder what the way they vote.
Yeah.
I really wish I knew that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not
You can infer stuff.
Yeah. Who should I take voting advice on? The people who get hit in the head for a living? Yeah, that seems...
Not you, Zack Sabre Jr. You're all right.
Well...
to a certain extent.
Long-term feud with his Twitter password, brother.
Granted.
So... who's going to win that one?
But yeah, the Dana White thing, obviously, you'll know he's heavily involved in the government and has made appearances for, speeches for Donald Trump in the past. He's obviously the czar of the UFC, and naturally, with them being in the same business, Triple H has probably looked at that and gone, quite like the look of that. I'm
on that. He's not as brazen, he hasn't slapped his wife in the face in public, for one.
Granted.
Which is good. But yeah, it's weird. I like this world.
I hate talking about this.
Yeah.
Can we just get back to someone's bum fell out on telly?
Yeah, whoa, they pooped themselves.
We got a Dominik Mysterio tattoo to talk about in a minute.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny. It seems like we're in a nasty world these days.
Yeah.
We're in a really nasty world. And all this crap, hug your neighbour.
Yeah.
Unless they've got the cold.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and then you just don't.
You're right, mate.
Don't hug anyone. Otherwise, they might breathe on you, and then you will have a cough, and that's real bad. God, well, watch out for the sniffle. I've had the sniffle for like 3 months at this stage. What's going on there? I don't know.
It's all right. It's the winter now. That makes everything better.
Yeah, love the winter.
So much for the summer, eh?
It's in the bin.
It's October.
Should we talk about AJ Styles?
Please. Right. Oh, what a match that was.
So he had this. The introduction for this, right, was quite interesting. The ring introduction, where John Cena hands him a little bit of paper, hands Alicia Taylor, not AJ Styles, a little bit of paper, and goes, "Hey, read this, Chief." And she gave him a very special introduction. I'm not going to do Alicia Taylor's voice because her delivery is something that I cannot replicate without sounding like a twat. But she introduced AJ Styles as the definition of total non-stop action, the ace and total boss of the Bullet Club. It is my honor, as an opponent, to see if he can beat up John Cena one final time. He is the face that runs the place, the phenomenal AJ Styles. So, calling back to TNA, calling back to Bullet Club, calling up back to the previous feud when AJ Styles was beat up John Cena.
Yeah.
And he was, I'm the face that runs the place. All of that stuff and so forth. Apparently AJ did not know about this before it happened,
moment,
which is cool. So he had the TNA gear on and stuff, like the blue and white.
Can't wait to see what Hamfler thinks about that.
That was wild, seeing AJ Styles wearing shorts.
Yeah.
In the year of Big 2025.
Chesterfield colours as well. Shout out AJ.
He loves it.
Big win over Salford over the weekend.
Maybe it might have been a Rangers colours, and he's just mourning the loss of Russell Martin.
Oh no! What do you mean Steven Gerrard's not coming back? Funny, innit? He loves it.
I can't tell what would be funnier, because if he came back, he would do a bad job. So what's worse? But
apparently Dean Saunders now in the picture.
What?
No, I just made that up. He's dreadful. He's one of the worst managers I've ever seen.
Get a Joe Kinnear, like hologram or something. I don't know.
Maybe we can bring Johan Kebab into
yeah. What's Charles Insomnia up to these days?
Sorry, we're off topic. AJ Styles, John Cena.
Shola Aminobi. That was another one. That was another one from Joe Kinnear. Which one of you, Simon Bird? You're up. Bad language. But yeah, Fightful Select noting that AJ had no idea about this. But they got a big standing ovation when they went backstage as well.
It was just like I saw some people getting a bit like, Dad, why are you crying about this?
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Yeah, it was just lovely. A fantastic show of class from John Cena, who then went on to have an absolute ripper with AJ Styles. I hope you like finishers.
Because we did all of them.
They hit everybody's.
Sting, Bray Wyatt, loads and loads.
Orton.
They did a tribute.
AJ Styles did a tribute to Jey Uso with a super kick.
Of course.
That's nice.
It was interesting though, because it was like, there was so many that could be interpreted as many different things. Like the super kick was clearly a last call rather than a sweet chin music, right? Mm-hmm. Like the style it was hitting stuff. Similar to the choke slam, it was like that's how Big Show used to hit his show style. Like he went down to the knees and stuff.
He hit the tombstone later, so that was for Taker.
Yeah, there you go. Tributes.
Yeah, the Bray Wyatt one was amazing as well, and shout out to the Perth audience for doing the Firefly stuff. You just need to look at the clip of John Cena looking around after he's hit it and just they'll look up. A wonderful, wonderful moment and a really enjoyable match for something that they just sort of went, here it is. You wanted it, here it is. No build, here it is. An absolute, an amazing spectacle. We'll talk all about it later on, as I said, or it will already happen by the time this news goes out. Myself and the Dudley Boys reviewing Crown Jewel. But yeah, I mean, they're sort of salvaging this John Cena retirement run, aren't they, with just good matches? Who'd have thought?
It's got 4 dates left.
Right, see if I can remember. Saturday night's main event, probably against Gunther, like we talked about. Survivor Series War Games, one would assume. And then is it the Boston and MSG Raws?
I don't know the locations, but that would make sense.
I think that's what it is.
That would make more sense than Raw in Corpus Christi.
Or Little Cock, Arkansas.
Little Cock, Arkansas.
4 dates left.
Yeah, Wyoming. Why don't they ever go to Wyoming, man? What's in Wyoming?
I have no idea.
Idaho. If you live in these places, let us know. What's in there? What's up there? What's going on there? I have no idea.
Is it north? Which one is in Fargo, North or South Dakota?
I don't know.
I might not even be that.
I don't know.
But I wish I want to go to all the American states. I've been to like 4 at best, probably.
Yeah. How are you getting to? What's going on in Wyoming? Cowboys? Is there cowboys up there? I don't know. Let me know.
We'll have to go and find out. I'll
tell you who's in
next week. The news live from Wyoming.
Idaho, ingrown. There you go. There's one thing I know from Idaho. It's a really good band, man. Brutal. You would love them.
But yeah, if you haven't seen it, do go and check out the Styles Cena match, even just for the intros, because I just thought that was lovely.
Yeah.
Right, finally, Dominik Mysterio's got a new tattoo. And it sure is a choice. Ryan, I hope you can show the lovely people this tattoo that he got. I will just read a little bit about it, because he's got it whilst they're on the international tour, of course, in Australia. We might get to see it on... Oh, we will see it on Raw tonight. He's defending the IC title against Penta, and Rusev's going to get involved quite clearly. Oh, Jesus.
The chair is fired up.
I pulled the short straw this week, so I'm on the dodgy chair. So, I mean, if I go... We'll at least get 250 quid from You've Been Framed.
You can swap it on Friday because I'm not here. It's my birthday.
Oh.
So someone else can...
Unlucky, Hafler.
Yeah, unlucky.
But yes, it's a tattoo inspired by the Lucha Libre tradition, of course. Great history of that with the Mysterios. Real heritage there. He's obviously got other Lucha-themed tattoos. He's got... on each of his fingers, the mask of a legendary luchador, serving as a tribute to the pioneers who helped shape the sport that made his family name famous. But this one is right on his neck. And I'm just going to read a couple of the comments that the post about this on Reddit Squared Circle got. Shout out to Dragon Puncher saying what we all were thinking. I thought we learned something collectively after Cody's neck tattoo. Also, Flowin' Eno says... Whoever said this is spot on. He has a neck tattoo on his chest and a chest tattoo on his neck. But look, if he likes it, that's all that matters. I'm not going to pass too much judgment on this, but it really does draw your eye, doesn't it, Andy?
Surely does. Surely does. It looks like if it's a really low quality image, it looks like he's got a big Kerry King beard.
Yes.
Which is interesting. Like a little...
It must be so painful on your neck as well to get tattooed.
On your Scott Ian
on your Adam's
apple. Yeah. Doesn't sound like fun.
No tattoo does.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people do it.
So the thing about this is, right, if you think it's stupid and you think he looks like a twat, good, he's supposed to look like a twat. It's Dominik Mysterio.
Good point.
On TV, he's meant to look like an imbecile. He's meant to look silly and ostentatious. So if you think that's what the tattoo looks like, it probably worked. Now, that being said, I don't know if I personally would want to, I don't know, I'm not going to my local library with that.
No.
Hello, have you got a copy of Pride and Prejudice, please?
Yeah.
With my neck tattoo.
I don't think he's getting a corporate job following this, let's say that.
Yeah.
Unless he's wearing a roll neck.
Yeah. I get that turtle. Get that turtled up.
Hello, can I have a job, please?
Steve Jobs that-ish.
I think he'll be all right.
Him and Cody.
He's class, Dominik Mysterio. I really like him.
He's a little rat, isn't he?
I think if he'd gone back after the initial fun of hey, Ray's son's here, and he's looks. You remember when he was 11 or whatever? If you'd have gone back in time to the bit after, was it Seth beat him up at SummerSlam or something?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop doing that. And turned around and said, he's going to be one of the most popular guys in 2025.
Yeah.
No one would have believed you, but credit to him. Personally, I'd give him Money in the Bank next year.
Yeah.
But,
I'm going to put on I think this is better than Cody's neck tattoo, which just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Dominik's at least covered in stuff already, right?
And at least Dom, I know he's got an IC title defense and what have you, and he's involved in big storylines, but when Cody revealed that in the midst of... Jesus,
bloody cheer.
In the midst of... rather important storyline, kind of drew away from MJF and
Cody, it was a bit
like,
what?
That's all anyone could talk about.
Yeah. Whereas your tattoos are it's personal.
It's all subjective.
Entirely subjective. So I'm not going to sit here and say I don't think he looks like a twat at all. But if he does, it suits his wrestling. Get what you like, man. Just get whatever ink you like.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If you had to get a tattoo, what would it be?
I know what I'm getting and I know when I'm getting it, so I'm not going to say.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be on my arm, bro, but I'm not going to say it.
Who saved all the penalties in the League Cup final?
Dimi Mitov. No, there you go.
To him.
There you go.
I'll probably have...
I'll probably get Russell Martin, actually.
Probably get full back tattoo of the mask, Jim Carrey.
Just get the mask tattooed over your face. Over your features, just this green. All right,
boys. I'm not getting teardrops, I'm getting a full green mask put on.
All right, lads.
Oh, nice, Mr. Iguana tribute. No,
it's the mask, mate.
Anyway, it's all subjective. It's fine, whatever it is.
Like what you like.
It is.
Ink what you ink.
It is. Sure is something. Anyway, let us know your thoughts on that and everything we've discussed in the comments section below. And while you're at it, why not watch this morning's news video all about TNA right here.
Look at this.
Whoa.
Very nice. Yes, good. Bye.
Bye.
See you later.